Hi, good morning. My name's Todd. I'm a Quaker volunteer just walking through the building this morning, talking really briefly with people about an issue I don't know if you'll be interested in or not, but it pertains to the growing divide in our country between red and blue parties. We're not here to get your vote. We're not here to persuade you or sell to you, but
What are you here to do?
I'm here just to ask, is this important to you? I'm here to listen and to share some ideas.
Are
That's
you
it.
selling anything?
Nothing. Not selling a thing.
Do you want me to fill out anything?
Nothing. No. There's really what we're trying to do this morning is to have civil conversations across political divides.
Who are you with?
I'm with the Quakers, but we're not evangelizing. This isn't about getting you to come to our church.
Okay.
We're just.
Okay.
I'm just a citizen that's really concerned about the future of our country, and I want to see if that's an issue for you today.
Concerned how?
Well, I'm concerned that the political divide, that the way we're considering each other either as Democrat or Republican only, is tearing our country apart, and that it may lead to.
It is.
How big of an issue do you think that is, like in your own life?
It's an issue. Yeah, it is big.
It's a big issue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just I feel like I don't know if it's just the way the world is, but I mean, it's not just this country; it's all over the world. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what we do about it.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this, and a group of us have too. And what we're trying to do is to create a larger coalition that goes beneath or around the red-blue divide. That really is just made up of people that want to maintain civility and continue having discussions around issues that are important to us. As one of my colleagues said, if you and I can't talk, how are we ever going to solve your problem? That you care about. And
I don't know about the word coalition. That sounds.
We're not trying to get you. Yeah, we're not trying to
Yeah.
get you to join a party. It really is a grassroots effort, just to plant the idea of do we have relationships that we could go back and strengthen? Let me give you an example. I have a roommate. I'm sorry. I'm sure you got 10 other things to do this morning. I have a roommate from college that I haven't spoken to in 15 years. We were best of buddies in college. We did everything together. We really shared that stage in our life together. And after Obama was elected, we broke off talking to each other. Right? We had a falling out over some political point, and I haven't spoke to him in all those years. And just recently, I made an effort to go back and to reconnect with him, and it's going well. I mean, I think we're both now the age where we want to get beyond, the details.
So, is this about helping people manage their relationships?
I'm not here to like be a guru for you or anything like that. I'm not about that. What we're trying to do is just to plant the idea among the community that how we can address this growing divide is to stitch it back together ourselves. That's all. Just with the relationships that we have that are natural, family and that kind of thing. Have you ever had a situation similar to the one I described, where you've lost relationships with somebody over politics?
I think the only thing I know to say is that, I get angry. I get angry. It's just like you get punished for working hard. I hate to even say it. I'm not a racist, but yet I've had people complain. It's like at work. It's like something happens to them, and they just immediately go to race, and they immediately go to somebody did it to me, versus did I have anything to do with it? And so it's just, I don't know how how does that feels pretty far apart.
Right.
How do I have a conversation with that person?
Sure.
Maybe a stranger.
Sure.
How do I, not that you know, not that I'm denying that racism exists, not that I'm denying that people have lived it, but it's just really hard for me to get that, just people just labeling me.
Right, right. Sounds like you had an experience with something that was unjust, right? That maybe you were miscategorized.
Yeah, but the damage is done.
Right.
It's been done.
Sure.
You know, and yeah, and believe me, when that happens, what am I going to do?
Right.
Try and start a nice, polite
Sure.
conversation with somebody who, and you know, where are they coming to the table? So it's just, it feels very idealistic.
Sure, I understand that. In that situation, did you ever have an opportunity to sit down and speak to that
I
person?
have not talked to that person at all because it's a legal risk.
Mm. And so this is still ongoing at your workplace?
Well, when will it be over?
Right, right. I hear
An
that.
accusation's so,
Yeah,
you know, I don't want her working for me anymore. It's, you know, so how do I do my job? You know, it's just, you know, what's maddening is you have to be so careful.
mm-hmm.
I'm getting kind
You're
of,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. I hear that. I hear that. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a white male, Christian, with an American passport. I'm straight, so I got it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna ask anybody to feel sorry for me? No, but I'm not gonna just sit here and take a beating. Or, you know, I mean, who would?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you know, what's the advice there?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't even like to ask that because I'm
Sure.
afraid of what you might say.
Sure. Well, I can tell you, I struggle with those same experiences, and I don't know the clear answer. The only thing that I've come up with is I can only control myself. I can't control what you think about me. Really, I don't ultimately have control over what you think, and so I move through the world making sure that my actions meet my sense of morality, right? I try to walk the walk versus just talk it. And
Yeah, but how long can you keep this up? Because I mean, I have a
Yeah.
feeling that we're on different sides here, and you're
yeah,
doing your best,
right.
but you know, you're having to stifle. You know, I mean, like, and how long can you keep that up? And like, what are you going to say when you get home and
Yeah.
go and talk to your wife? It's like this guy just, you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
I can tell you, I do a couple of things. After these events, I always go and get myself some ice cream, right? You know, it's a little reward.
You should bring some with you.
Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And the other thing is, honestly, I've been overwhelmed at the outpouring of interest in this subject across the divide. I mean, you and I probably vote differently, but we have so much in common, right? You just described an experience that I've also had, and I don't know the answers to it. I'm as lost in that respect as you are. But the fact that we're having this conversation is a beginning point. I'm not jumping to the conclusion here. I don't think that's going to take a long time. You know, so I just want to thank you, you know, for your time. I know you're busy, and 5 days from now, when you think about this conversation, what one thing will stand out?
I'm just going to remember that I feel like you're trying.
Right. And that's my only ask of anybody I talk to.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, you know, I feel like sometimes it's, we're suspicious.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Which is really a matter of whether somebody's really coming from a place of goodwill. I feel that, but it's hard to walk out in the world
It is.
and
It sure is. Yeah.
assume that.
Right. I answered my door the same way you answered
I
your
gotta
door.
go. I'm sorry.
Thanks for your
You
time.
guys have a good day.
Yeah. Thank you.